candy store tries to strong-arm me into a purchase I shouldn't have been charged for. So I was at the mall last Tuesday waiting for my buddy Trevor to get off his shift at the phone store, and I wandered into one of those candy places with all the bins where you pay by weight. I wasn't planning to buy anything, but I was bored, and they had those sour belts I used to eat in middle school. Right next to the bags, there was this bright yellow sign propped up that said, "Free cups, fill and weigh." Underneath it was a stack of clear plastic containers, the kind with the snap-on lids. I figured it'd be easier than dealing with a bag, so I grabbed one and filled it with maybe 2 handfuls of candy, mostly the sour belts and some chocolate-covered pretzels because they were right there. At the register, this girl around my age scanned it, and the screen said $16.89. I literally blinked at it because that made no sense. Hold on, that can't be right. I got like 10 pieces of candy. She didn't even look up. 0.38 pounds at $11.99 per pound, plus the jar. What jar? The sign said free cups. That's when her coworker came over. This guy, maybe early 20s, with a name tag that said Jordan. He had that retail smile that doesn't reach the eyes. "The cups aren't free, man. That's $4 for the jar." I pointed toward the sign. It literally says free cups right there. Jordan's smile got tighter. "Yeah, we used to have cups. We're out of those. These are jars." I walked back over to prove it to him, and he followed me. I pointed at the sign, then at the containers directly below it. "Okay, so you've got a sign that says free cups, and the only thing here is these containers. How is anyone supposed to know they're not the free cups?" He picked up one of the containers and showed it to me like I was 5. "These are jars. Different product. The cups were smaller." The way he said it, I could tell this wasn't the first time he'd had this conversation. This was their whole thing. Put out a misleading sign, charge people for containers, act confused when called out. The girl called from the register, "Are we doing this or not? I've got other customers." There was nobody else in the store. "This is ridiculous," I said. "Just let me dump the candy in a bag and keep your jar." Jordan shook his head. "Can't do that, man. You touched it. We can't resell it now. Health code." And right then I got it. The whole setup. The sign stays up to lure people in. The containers are the only option. Then they hit you at the register and use the "you touched it" thing to lock you in. I'd bet anything they worked on commission or had some metric about upsells they had to hit. The girl had her hand out for my card. Jordan stood there with his arms crossed, waiting. They really thought I'd just eat the cost because what else was I going to do? But I hadn't paid yet. Card was still in my pocket. "You know what? Keep it." Jordan's face changed. "What?" "Keep the candy. Keep the jar. I'm not paying $16 for this." I started walking toward the door. "Dude, wait," he started, but I was already halfway out. "You can't just leave," the girl called out. I turned back. "Yeah, I can. I didn't pay for anything yet. You want to charge me $4 for something that's advertised as free? That's on you. But now you've got to throw out the candy and the jar you can't resell. Have fun with that." Jordan's face went red. Not angry red, embarrassed red, because he knew I was right and he knew I'd figured out their system. The girl looked at him like she was waiting for him to fix it. But what could he do? Chase me down for candy I never bought? I walked out and texted Trevor I'd meet him at the food court. He asked what took so long, and I told him I'd just taught a candy store a lesson in deceptive advertising.